Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Adam with GHL Mastery, and in today's video, we're going to start talking about custom values. Again, it's not one of those super fancy, super fun things, but it is also an incredibly powerful tool for you to use inside any of your snapshots that you build within the GoHighLevel ecosystem. Custom values are going to allow you to have completely customized email templates, funnels, websites, notifications, the whole works. And we're going to explain how all of that works and how you can map them out inside this video. And guys, if you find this helpful, please consider subscribing to support the channel so that more people see our content and get to learn how powerful the Highlevel platform is. Let's get started. All right, guys. So now that we've got our customer journey and our pipeline kind of outlined, now we've got to start to build the bones of the system. So we're going to go through some sort of boring stuff, but also extremely important stuff. And we're going to start with custom values. So what are custom values? Well, let's go over to this document here, which you'll have access to down below. And this is kind of talking about custom values and custom fields, what they're for and how to use them. So custom values are system-wide values for each sub-account. So think of it like this. With a custom value, you can create a snapshot system that you can give to company A, company B, company C, change the custom values, and then some of the automations, the notifications, and things like that will go to whomever you set in the custom value. Some of the naming conventions will be changed because you've got the company's name, address information, things of that nature. And so it's going to be specific to the sub account for that client. So as we kind of go through this whole series, you'll start to see a little bit of the nuanced ways that we can use custom values. But custom values are going to be really, really important if you're building a snapshot type system that you want to replicate and reuse for multiple different clients in your CRM. So go ahead and have a read through this. I'm not going to read through this too much. By default, there are no custom values when you create a new account. However, if you download a snapshot, there's probably going to be a ton of custom values because that's what allows you to customize that system for a specific client or customer. So here's what we recommend that we start from a custom value standpoint. Agency name, email, and phone number. Now, we recommend that you add these as custom values in a snapshot, specifically if you're going to be reselling this to anybody else, any other agencies, because this way you can set up, internal notifications from the agency to the client, where you're going to have, the agency's name is going to be there, the agency's email is going to be there. And then if you need to send text message notifications to the agency from the client sub account to let them know what's going on, this allows it to be a little bit more dynamic by adding the agency's information in there as well. Now, the other one that we'll have here is client name, client email, and client phone number. But the reason that we add the client name, email, and phone number is that for internal notifications, when you're building out automations, instead of having to go into every single workflow where there's an internal notification that's going to go to a specific person, you can use custom values for that instead. So when you build your snapshot, you can put the client's name, client email, and client phone number in those internal notifications, and it's always going to go to that client when a notification gets sent. So that's another great use case for that. Now, I put down here some optional options, and we use these for almost every single one of the snapshots that we build because you can also use custom values for funnels, websites, email template, where is now displaying their logo. Same thing with color codes. You can change the color codes using hex codes, make those custom values, and then all of the colors on the emails, the funnels, the websites, everything that you use this custom value in is also then going to change and make it a little bit more custom feeling to the customer itself. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start and we're going to build these custom values. So we've got our sub account over here. Now, if you recall, when we were setting up the A2P stuff, I have this account domain one in here. So that's another one that we use an awful lot. But for this example, I'm not going to use it. To create a custom value, first of all, I highly recommend that you create folders. Folder for everything. So you're going to see us use folders for custom values. You're going to see us use folders for fields. You're going to see us use folders for forms and surveys and everything, because the cleaner you keep this, the easier it is to manage everything inside of your CRM. So most of the custom values that we're going to be creating right now are what we would refer to as standard. But just to give you guys a little bit of an example, we're going to create a folder for agency info. So let's go into here. Let's go add a folder, and we're just going to call this agency info. We're going to go create, and then we're going to click into the agency info folder, and we're going to create our agency field. So we're just going to go add a custom field, and this is agency name. And then we don't need to put a value in here right now. We can just create it. But if we want to put a value in there, I would put in RM marketing or join GHL Mastery or whatever the case may be into this field name. Then we're going to add another new custom field, and we're going to do agency email. And again, we're just going to leave that blank for now, but we'll fill this in a little bit later on. And then the last one is agency phone number, and we'll leave that blank as well. So now we've got a folder for agency info, and we've also got a folder for standard information. So standard CV just means standard custom values. So we're actually going to create the other values in here because this is going to be for the sub account, and it's just going to be a standard across all of your sub accounts when you use this snapshot. So we're going to do client name, phone, and email, and then we're going to do logo, primary, and secondary color code just for this example. So we're going to do client email, create. We're going to do client phone number. And if you want to get more specific, like if you're going to be using this phone number for notifications, you can use the for notifications, but we're just going to keep it really, really simple here. Client email. Oh, I already created that one. My bad. We're going to do client name. Now, another thing that's going to help you guys kind of keep some of this stuff really, really organized is that if you use category type names like this, as well as folders, it's just going to keep everything really, really clean and tidy. It organizes all of this stuff in alphabetical order. So if you use specific keywords at the beginning of your custom values, it's going to keep all of the grouped custom values together. An example of this is that we have several different estimator snapshots that we've developed over the years, and we've got a roofing one, a solar one, an HVAC one. And so for all of our custom values to keep them unique, we just prepend client with roofing client name, roofing client phone, roofing client email. That way we can actually layer on top of all of our different snapshots, and each custom value is going to be unique to that specific snapshot. So just another thing to be aware of. And you'll notice that if we go back to all values, we actually relabel everything standard to a standard so that it keeps them at the top of the list because it is alphabetical in order. So let's go back into our standard CVs, and we're going to add the client logo, and we'll just add URL because this is going to be a logo URL string that's going to then display on funnels and in emails and things of that nature. So we've got client logo URL, and we're going to do client primary color. And for those of you guys that are in America, sorry for my Canadian spelling. And we're going to now do secondary color. And there you go. So there are all of our standard fields that we want to create for this example. Now, you'll notice that you've got this custom key right here. Well, this custom key is actually how you use this custom value in all of the different areas and elements of the system. So you can use the custom value key in a funnel, and that will display whatever you put in here inside that funnel. You could put these values in trigger links. You can put these values in emails. Anywhere that you put these values, they're going to be static and they're going to show what the value is. So if I come in here and I edit this value and I adam@rmmarketing.ca, which is my business email, this is now going to be static, and I can display this in all of my text messages, my emails, whatever I want to do here. And I'm going to show you guys a real life example of this. So I'm going to go into contacts. You can see that I've got myself right here. I'm actually going to send myself an email, and the subject line is just going to be test. And I'm going to say hi, and I'm going to go ahead and use that custom value. So I'm going to say, hi, Adam, is this your email? ? And then I'm going to put in the custom value right here. So I'm going to go to more. I'm going to go to custom values, and I'm going to pick client email right here. So you'll notice that it uses that key, but that key has a value, and the value is my email. So if I go ahead and I click send, you're going to see that that key is actually pre-populated with my email address. That's what allows us to kind of be static across the entire ecosystem of Highlevel. So you can use these in trigger links, emails, forms, surveys. You can use these literally everywhere, and it will always display the value that you have in the custom value wherever it is that you put it. And so you guys can get we've done a lot of really cool things with custom values, but we're not going to get too in depth about that over this course. If you guys want to learn more about how you can kind of make this stuff do backflips, highly recommend that you get into GHL Mastery VIP program, which will be linked in the video below here as well, but that's neither here nor there. So there you go, guys. That is custom values. This is going to all make a lot more sense as we get through the rest of the training, especially once we start to get into workflows as to how we will actually use these custom values in the system as a whole. And obviously when we get into the funnels and websites, I'll show you how to use the color codes and the logos inside the funnels and the websites as well. So there you go, guys. Custom values. Hope you learned something. Hey guys, I hope you found that video useful and helpful for you getting your company set up in Highlevel and getting your white label started with the Highlevel ecosystem. Now, if you're just starting out your journey in the Highlevel ecosystem, or maybe you're even an intermediate, or consider yourself an expert that just wants to know a little bit more about the Highlevel platform and how you can leverage it, I would encourage you to go and click the link in the description below this video and hop into our GHL Mastery program. What do we do inside of our GHL Mastery program? Well, we have 5 calls every single day of the week, Monday through Friday, for 2 hours a day, where we actually help you get into your system, help you build, help you troubleshoot, and just overall help elevate your overall skill set on the Highlevel platform. So if you're interested in getting hands-on every single day support, plus a couple of bonus goodies, snapshots, AI systems, the like, then go ahead and click the link below to join our GHL Mastery VIP group. And I promise you, you will learn more in 1 month than you will in 6 months doing this on your own. We will see you.